What is going on, YouTube? It's Matt Faircloth. Welcome to our Mentorship Monday program. Like I said, my name is Matt. My company is called the DeRosa Group, and we are a real estate investment company that also offers awesome educational stuff like this YouTube channel. I am grateful that you guys are here and that you guys are watching, and I'm grateful to have YouTube that I can put this kind of stuff out here for free for you guys to check out. Now, like I said, my company is the DeRosa Group, and you guys can email us with questions to be on today's Mentorship Monday program by emailing us at helpme@DeRosaGroup.com. That is helpme@DeRosaGroup.com, and send in a question. We will answer that question with you live on the air. You got to come live on the show with us, and we'll chat. We'll chat with you. We'll banter. You'll pick our brain a little bit. We'll talk some real estate shop and everything like that, and we will get your question answered live here on the Mentorship Monday on the Mentorship Monday show. So I want to bring on my co-host, Justin Fraser, to tell you guys a little bit more about, there he is, to tell you a little bit. Adrian, what's up, man? To tell you a little bit about our sponsor today, which is DeRosa Insiders. Justin, take it away.
Hey, just got to say hey to Adrian. Adrian is a DeRosa Insider. So
yeah, what's up, man?
Inside, man. Listen, DeRosa Insiders is a behind-the-scenes look at everything, and I do mean everything that we are doing. Just in the last few days, we offered up properties for sale in Louisville and Lexington, Kentucky. We had brokers and even the owner of the property on, and we did a video presentation through Zoom, and got to walk through properties that are for sale right now. Not only that, but then we, the DeRosa Group, myself, our acquisitions manager, Hervé, got on and we're asking questions about these properties. So we're not even leaving it up to you to ask all the questions. We're asking questions too, so you can not only learn from us, but maybe even find a deal you might want to buy too. So we're adding all kinds of value. We were at our properties last week. We did three live videos. Every day we're doing live videos from our properties that we own, the one that we're buying, and we're really just bringing you along the journey with us so that you can see how we're running, managing, buying these properties, and we want you to grow and learn as well. And so a lot of it is about finding relationships with other people, finding your missing piece, right? We have a great team. We want you to have a great team, and we want to help you find a great team too. So all that happens at DeRosa Insiders and more. And it's been a lot of fun, and the conversation just keeps getting better and better. If you want to join DeRosa Insiders, all you have to do, take out your phone and text DeRosa to 66866, and we'll send you some free information, some resources, and there'll be a link in there for how you can go sign up. And we'd absolutely love to have you on DeRosa Insiders.
Absolutely. Thank you, Justin. And if you guys email us at helpme@DeRosaGroup.com and join us on today's program, we give you guys a month worth of membership to Insiders full free. So send a text over to get the free basket of goodies and the link to join Insiders, or email us at helpme@DeRosaGroup.com to join us on the show. Come on live and you get a free month membership to Insiders. Beat that, right? Get free advice, right, from us. Sit and hang out with two awesome guys like me and Justin here, and get your real estate questions answered, and then get a free membership for a month to an awesome community such as
talk about free questions answered. We did a live video today, just a few hours ago, with a CPA, and we talked all about taxes. And so if you had a tax question that you need answered, awesome. It was great. It was like an hour of tax questions.
We had Insiders on there asking us questions about tax stuff and everything like that.
Syndications, how do you handle K1s, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And that's a video that we'll get to hopefully share with you guys on the YouTube channel. But if you wanted to be on the other side and ask the questions that get answered on the channel, you would have to be an insider. So we want to see you there.
Cool. Well, Justin, we've got let's bring on today's guest who sent their question in to helpme@DeRosaGroup.com and see what they've got to tell us. Who we got today?
We have Rod. Hey, Rod, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing? Thank you for having me.
We are very happy to have you.
Rod has got a little bit of a delay going on, so it's gonna be like a kung fu movie. When you listen to Rod talk, you're gonna see his lips move, and then you're gonna hear the words. And he's also so far away. Maybe it's just the speed of sound traveling that you're hearing. It's the speed of light. You know how like thunder, you hear it before you see lightning, then you hear the thunder. It's how this goes with Rod. That's okay.
The lightning and the thunder. He's ready to go.
All right, he's thunder and lightning. Cool. All right, Rod, let's take it away, man. We'll work through the tech difficulties, no problem. Glad to have you on the show today. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for submitting your question to helpme@DeRosaGroup.com. What can we do for you today?
Thank you. Thank you for having me today. So I've been
no problem.
I'll give you a little background of where I'm at, of what I'm doing with investing. I've been a big fan of Bigger Pockets since 2017, and I was able to buy my first property in 2019.
Okay.
And so I own actually two multifamilies that are located in Vermont. I live in New Hampshire, so I'm an out-of-state owner. And so I do have several questions about the best way to move forward in getting more properties. And I would like to pose some of those types of questions to you.
Okay, I got you. How many units are the two multis?
The first unit I have is it's a 6-family. And the second one is a 4-family. Now the 6-family is just about renovated. I already have tenants and everything. The second one, which is the 4th-family, needs to be renovated.
Okay.
And
do you have? Go ahead.
No, well, I was just going to tell you the funny thing is that the properties are basically right next to each other.
Oh, no way. Justin,
Yeah.
come on in. Justin, come on in. Rod, is there anything else on that block? Like where they're at?
I mean, there's other multifamilies. Well, there's other family houses. I don't know if they're single. There could be a few multis. It's right down the street from a college. But what happened to me in this situation was that when I closed last year, the college went under. And so it kind of just...
I would not be investing on income from colleges anytime soon, because the collegiate market is about to completely change. We're not investing on that right now. We got a deal in North Carolina we're doing. It's right near Wake Forest University. A lot of our tenants are either in support structures from that, but we're not budgeting on that. We're looking at other means. And Wake Forest isn't going anywhere, but they're going to change. They're going to change their model up, and that just like you got going on up there. So tell me, your 6-fam, your 4-fam, how did you finance those?
Actually, I did it, I guess, the traditional way. I put down 20%.
Okay.
For the 6-family.
Yep.
And it was funny when I was leaving the property, the first one, and I seen the next property was off for auction. So I got involved with the auction and I ended up winning. So that's how
couldn't help yourself, right?
Both properties.
There you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
I couldn't help myself.
Of course.
What how did you finance the 4?
I have financing, but I did put down the 20% for that one also.
Okay. Was it an auction though, right?
It was.
Okay. Was it occupied when you bought it?
That is correct.
Was it occupied when you bought it?
No.
Okay.
The 4-family wasn't occupied at all.
All right.
But the 6-family was. I had several tenants in there.
All right. You've probably added enough value. First and foremost, right? You've added enough value to where you could keep doing like a BRRRR strategy. Buy the properties, renovate them, rent them out, refinance them, right? So what I would do first and foremost, I would do a package refi on the 6 and the 4 together. Go to a bank and say, hey, listen, I got 10 units. Not 10-unit apartment building. We each got 10 units sitting right next to each other, right? So I would try and get a low debt, high leverage refi. It's a lock rates for at least 5 years, maybe 10 years. With the bank, go to the bank that already has the 6-family, right? Go to that lender and they won't ding you on prepayment penalties for refining if you keep it with them, right? And you're rolling more into that loan. So I do a package refi on that, and especially because your value on the 4-family is probably gone up, which means the value on your 6-family is probably gone up too, because of you raising income, and whatnot on those properties. Okay, so that's that's the first and foremost move I would do. Now, you said you want to buy more deals, you want to buy more properties, right? That was your question. Okay. Well, I mean, I hate to be like this, but just, in my book, I talk about how to find people out of your own network. Now, you've built a track record. You've got a reasonable amount of deals in their pipeline. 10 units is, that's impressive. And so I would use that track record you got to maybe have people come and be private lenders to you, and to loan you money to buy dilapidated property, fix them up, rent them out, refinance it, return that private capital, and then drop it back in and do it again. So that would be the steps. What do you think about that, Justin?
Use any bit of success that you've had can translate to the next bit of success. And so that you're doing actually what I did, which is I started with 20% down on my first rental property. And then I was out of money, and I went and I found a partner who had some money. And then we started doing, after that, he had enough for one. And then we started doing private money. And we use the success. You have success. You have 10 units that you can build on and say, look, I'm doing this. I know how to run the numbers. I know how to find the deals. And guess what? I can give you something of value, right? I have something of value, which is an opportunity, and I can give you a great return on your money. And here's how I know it's going to work, because I'm doing it on these 10 units over here. And so you can start to build that. So just because you only have 2 properties, no, you have 10 units. That's a big deal. And build on that success. Tell that story though, because how you talk about that story will impact how people see you and see you as a potential place where they can invest their money.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
And Rod, there's a video on my YouTube channel about how I bought a couple of 4 families, and then I kept buying 4 families down the block to where I assembled it into 20 units, and I sold it to an apartment building buyer who was buying based on cap rate, and they bought it for a good bit more than what I paid for them, because I packaged it up as an apartment building deal, because there's 20 units all in the same strip, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So one issue
so you could, instead of 2 properties, you have an apartment complex.
Okay. So one issue that I am facing with the second property was that I was going to get a loan on it. However, the bank required that the plumbing and the electric to work, and it was in pretty bad shape, so it wasn't working. So it was a catch-22 where they wouldn't give me the loan because the electrical wasn't working or the plumbing was working. So I've been kind of a little stuck right there, and I wanted to know, how do I get past that? I mean, I thought about private money, but I'm just not
sure working now?
The best way to go. It's not working right now.
Is it working now?
No.
Oh, I thought you said you were occupied. Okay. Well, how much more?
The six family is occupied.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I misunderstood. How much more money but you did a bank loan on the 4 fam. How much more money do you need to renovate it?
That's a good question. I have been talking to several plumbers in the area. My best guess, it would be maybe where to 20 or 30,000 to do the whole thing over correctly.
Okay. Is the bank willing to kick in anything on reno capital? Is the bank willing to lend you any reno money?
That's something that I would have to look into. I am not sure.
I would ask them that. So I misunderstood. You need reno money now to get the 4 family done. I would either refi the 6 family, pull some cash out, and dump it into the 4 family, right? Mm-hmm. I would do that as like probably easiest option. I would go into your own pocket if you got it, and dump it in. You could go down and dirty if you got reasonable credit and get a couple of low interest or no interest credit cards, right? Okay. And go and get like 2 or 3 $10,000 limit credit cards. Take the cash out, put the cash in the property, get it fixed up, then refinance the property and pay those cards off inside 18 months because it's typically an 18-month 0% interest period, right? You could also go to a bank and ask for something called a signature loan, which is if you got good enough credit, they'll typically give you $50,000 on a line of credit. Just based on your just like a loan with your signature as the guarantor. Okay.
The other thing we do, Rod, is to create a business plan, and it doesn't have to be something fancy. But if I put 30,000 in, here's what I'm putting it into: bathroom, whatever. Right? You're going to list out everything you're going to do and what it's going to cost. But by doing this work, the property now is going to be worth Y. It's either, like a flip or something and you're improving the value, or I'm going to be able to rent it. And then we can show what it's going to rent for and what the new value of the property is going to be based on the cap rate. And then you could possibly get a private loan from someone, let's say you need that $30,000, you say, hey, Justin, I need $30,000. I'm going to say, well, okay, what are you going to do with it? And how do I know I'm going to get my money back? You have to build that case. So show me what you're going to do with it. Show me that the property is going to be worth X amount more afterwards, and that you can sustain the rate that you're going to pay me, 8, 10, 12%, whatever you're going to pay me in my interest payments. And then that you're going to be able to have enough cushion on the out sale that you can refinance and pay me back, and that you're not going to be stuck having to pay me, that this is really just a short-term thing that you can get me out in, 6 or 12 months.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's those are your options, I think. So I think that get this 4-family done. That's your you got short-term, long-term goal, right? Your short-term goal is get this 4-family done, get it refied, and then take the long-term advice that Justin and I gave you in the beginning, which is to use those 2 properties as your track record piece to go and talk to more investors about maybe giving you private loans so you can scale up and get up from there. But don't make the mistake that I did when I first got going, was getting too big too fast. Don't go buying more property right now. Don't do that. Finish that 4. Get that 4 unit done. Get it leased. Then you can refinance it. And then you can go and buy 2 more, and then maybe turn 2 into 4, okay, of properties. I mean, not units, properties. And before you know it, you might have 7 or 8 of them right on that same block. But even if you're driving out of there next week and you see another auction property, man, don't do it.
Okay.
Get that 4 done, and that, because you could end up digging yourself a bigger hole to climb out of and losing money on everything if you don't just get the 4 finished. Because the 4 is like, you view that 4-family as like a hot potato right now, right? Okay. It's costing you money to hold it. It's not making you anything. Get it up, get it turned around, get it finished. Find that 30 G's to get the plumbing and electrical done. We gave you a few options here on how to do that. But put the pedal down on getting that work finished, and then you can take it. Then you can level up. But if you get that done impeccably and fast, the faster you'll level up and hit and be at 20, 30 units. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I understand. Yes.
Rod, I expect to see you posted on DeRosa Insiders, man. I'd like to see you contributing to the community, letting us know how you do. We don't ask enough people, Justin, to send photos on DeRosa Insiders. So, Rod, if you're willing to do it, we'd love to have you post some pics from your cell phone to the DeRosa Insiders community, your progress that you're doing over there and renovating that 4-family. Show us what you got. Love to give you more contributions on Insiders and kind of view it as something that we track in the Insiders community, and have the Insiders group give you feedback on how it's going too. All right?
Absolutely.
That sounds great.
One of Rod's questions that he asked us was, how do I get more support? How do I keep emailing help me at DeRosa? Insiders is the place to be. Insiders is how you do it, man.
We got a couple hundred people out there waiting to help you. So looking forward to seeing you out there, Rod. All right.
All right. Rod, stay on. I'm going to drop you down, but stay on. All right. All right.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Another good episode, man.
Another good one, man. I mean, it's really all about, but the one lesson I got here, I got 2 lessons that came up for me here, is that number 1, that you can't scale too fast. That if you do what's in front of you to do, that's the path to 100 units very easily. If you try and acquire 100 units and fix them all up and keep it going and spin all the plates and stuff like that, you're likely a lot of the plates are going to crash. But if you have enough patience to just knock down the dominoes as they're right in front of you, then you'll scale that much faster. Kind of a key to success, I think, in multifamily.
You got to take care of what's in front of you, because you have to take care of what you have to get the next. Mm-hmm. That's always how it works. I mean, right? We're raising on this new deal. What does everyone ask? Well, tell me about the last deal, right? tell me about that. I want to know that you can do it before I give you money for the next.
Yeah, one. And Rod will be in that boat. Rod will be in that boat soon enough.
Or a very large property. Absolutely.
He'll be in that boat soon enough. Get that 4-family done, and then he'll have the world to be his oyster, man. So I'm excited to hear how Rod does. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Rod, for joining us. Come see us all on Insiders, or email us at helpme@DeRosaGroup.com to come here and be a part of the show. Let's do it together, Justin. Ready? Have a great profitable week.